Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Day number 667. Welcome to all of you guys here, December the 22nd, 2023. And yes, as you can see, I am wearing my Ukrainian Christmas shirt. This is like a beautiful one here. Get the mic out of the way. So, all dialed in and ready for the Christmas. Want to thank all of you for being here. We've had a crazy 30 hours or so. And I'm just very thankful. You're going to begin to see a lot of new names in here. You're going to see the views on the videos go up. Dr. Gerardus and Warthog and ATP Geopolitics and Rick the Ukrainian and soon to be some others. There's a lot of synergy happening right now. And what is so beautiful about this community supporting Ukraine is everybody's helping each other. So the 1959 video, I guess, made some real connection for folks, and I'm very grateful for that. So we basically we grew about 33% in 24 hours. So for that, we're very thankful. So for all of you new folks here, thank you and welcome. Tonight, actually, the stream is designed for you. I know a lot of new folks will be watching. Yes, I'm going to give the current updates on what is happening around the country right now. We'll start with the air raid. We'll do everything like normal. But tonight, you're going to learn what we do because we're coming up on Christmas on Monday. And then from there. Oh, and by the way, with that said, there's something cool coming. Dr. Gerardus, Professor, let's just say we're working on something. You guys get ready. We're going to blow the doors off something here in a few days. Now, with that said, I do want to thank Dr. Gerardus. And if you guys are here and you're on my channel and you've never followed Dr. Gerardus, you need to. Professor Gerardus Explains. Great. Well, now he's a friend. We talk all the time and we're friends. Additionally, make sure you're subscribing to Johnny Pierce, ATP Geopolitics. Completely opposite of myself and Dr. Gerardus, but it is like eggs and butter, man. It's beautiful combination. Additionally, Rick the Ukrainian here, he's in Kyiv, and Rick and I will be connecting live in Ukraine. And for those of you that are here and are new, I will be leaving for Ukraine January the 2nd, and we'll be running aid on the front until March the 13th. Also, Rick is doing a campaign. They're purchasing a NAFO truck, patches. The whole website is here. I'm going to put that into the chat for you guys to see. I want to get all these commercials done. And it's not even really a commercial. It's just a part of our team because we've all become one team now. When that pops up one more time, I'll pin that. And we want to help everybody. So thank you guys for being here and for all that you do. Let me get back to the right camera. Going to be a really, really good night. Thank you for sharing and caring and helping share the truth. So welcome. Once again, thank you to all the new guys. Really appreciate you caring. I've received so many comments from all of you guys that are new and have just discovered us. All I can say is thank you. I tried to respond to all of them, but to be honest, I was slightly overwhelmed. And overwhelmed is a good thing. So thank you. Now, here we go. Oh, Lord, y'all are rolling. Charlie Johnson, welcome to you. Paul Glosson. Thank you, Mr. Terry. Oh, this is a really nice message here. Since the full invasion of Ukraine beginning on February 24th, 2022, I've searched for truthful, reliable, and comprehensive coverage of the war. Here it is. Well, thank you for that. King Raccoon, 3 Planes, yes. NATO, TV, War, Jimbo. All these countries are linked. Russia, Iran, Yemen, North Korea, Syria, Afghanistan, many more. You are 100% correct. Donald Gentilini. 665 was off the chain. I'm still going through it. Nate Fody, Ukrainian Mickey Mouse. And by the way, Nate. So Nate sent me this patch in the mail. This is his Marine patch. He's a U.S. veteran, Dark Side, 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines. Okay, I'm taking this to Ukraine. Nate, who do you want me to give this to? Who do you want me to give this to? Not only will I give it to them, I'll film it and you'll see it. Larry and Debbie, welcome to you. LWD Farm, Susan Mary. Oh, hello from New Mexico. Welcome to New Mexico. That's awesome. There's no way I can keep up now, guys. Mark Sangerman, welcome to you. Marino 4691. Nurse Sean, welcome to you. Mitch Ashdown, welcome to you. If I missed some of you guys, I'm trying. Chuck Yammerts, another NorCal. JDO, one of our moderators. Thank you for all that you didn't do. Lynn and Harold down there in Virginia, welcome to you. Ronnie Vranken over there in Belgium. Carl Elwell, Nevada. Tim Ryder, Mississippi. El Day. Hi, folks. Welcome to you. Welcome. Jeffrey Burnett, another one of our moderators out of California. Pat Schoaf up there in Pennsylvania. Babushka. Dobrobožalovit Babushka. Babushka's grandmother in Russian. Hello from Australia. Welcome to you. Michael Chichonik, Atlanta, checking in. Welcome to Atlanta. Skeg down there in Australia. Welcome to you. As always, Rick Berry, Ricochet, welcome to you, my friend. Roman Lopez. Greg, what are your thoughts on Russia rebuilding cities like Mariupol? Do they really care and think it's their land? Would Ukraine care if they destroy it by retaking it? Okay, I can answer that question really well. So, Russia will never rebuild any city. You may see a little propaganda here and there where they build a new building or they modify some building, but Russia will never rebuild anything. All they want to destroy it. Now, would Ukraine care if they destroy it by retaking it? Ukraine is having to destroy some of their land to retake it. So yes, they will liberate their land. They will do their best to not destroy civilian activity. That's not their modus operandi, but they will do what they have to do. Paul Glosson, welcome. Thanks for okay, there you go. So this is going to Fish on the front lines, and you guys just wait. You're going to hear from Fish in just a few moments. John M.M., I'll be in Kyiv on the 11th of January. So what we'll do then is I'll high five you when I'm coming through Kyiv. So welcome. All right, guys, let's jump to it. Lots of hellos, lots of welcomes, and thank you very much. Whew, this is good stuff. Here we go. Frontline update. We'll start by looking at the air raid alert tonight. We're going to go through this a little quicker because buckle your seatbelts, guys. Seriously. Completely clear for the last few hours. I, of course, watch this nonstop. I can trigger alerts even on my phone here when it hits regions that I really care about, which is all of them. So my phone would go off nonstop. But been very quiet. So for that, we're thankful. We'll keep an eye on it during the stream. If anything goofy happens, we'll let you know. Now, Frontline update. Of course, you guys know I'm a firm believer in Johnny Pierce's map. I think it's the best one out there. On the northern border with Russia, everything stays the same. Although I can tell you right now, this is a little new information for you. Let me change the color to blue. This is the Belarusian border right here, right there, all the way up to there. And then I'll go to red. You have the Russian border, which is way over here. All the colored in red there is not Russia. That's Ukraine. And over here, we'll go green for these guys. You have the Polish border. We'll just leave it there. So I can tell you right now that Ukraine started putting buffer zones in along the Belarusian border. They're now digging trenches. They're putting razor wire. They're laying mines. They are working to protect that northern border. I don't think that's in regard to an impending invasion, of course, but it's a safety barrier where maybe they could back off on some of the numbers of troops that they have to leave on this border, which in this region, in Kovel, or the Volyn, I think it's the Volyn Oblast, it's where Lutsk is right here. There's a lot of Ukrainian soldiers in that corner right there because of Brest and the activity there. But Ukraine has begun enforcing that border, which is new. I think it's good. Additionally, Russia still nonstop running their raids across the border, trying to sabotage, trying to take out some Ukrainian soldiers, positions the best they can. Now, that's where we're at on that. Let's move down, and I'll go quickly on the front here. Key areas that we watch is Kupiansk, and right now, we're good. Russia has not gained any more ground in Kupiansk. Of course, Ukraine very solid here, but this is a golden egg that Vladimir Putin put out there and says, I want Kupiansk by the election. It's March 15th. Well, not by the election, but by the affirmation when he will be crowned as dictator again. This is Johnny's map. Wherever you see the red or the orange, that's Russian advancements. And where you see the blue, that is Ukrainian advancements. Once again, I'm concerned about Torsk because it's a key. It's not a huge city. There's a couple of cities here that come together, and you come out of this wooded section and you come into Torsk. It's a very important area. And you may say, well, where is that? Well, that's north of the Siversk circle is what we call this. Yes, Zhenya has dropped aid right in Siversk. Additionally, Russia making some push here. But guys, this is nothing but farmland. Nothing but farmland, as you can see here if I zoom in on the satellite. I mean, that's it. It's nothing but farmland. You come around now, we come down toward Bakhmut, and they're advancing up here, the orange here as well. And as I'm going to zoom out on for this and make a few marks for you guys if you're here new. So if you're new, you're always going to hear me refer to this. This is the main highway coming down to Donetsk. And in fact, you're going to see that highway in just a few moments, quite a bit of it. And here's Slavyansk. Here's Kramatorsk. You're going to see Kramatorsk on video in a minute. Here is Druzhkivka, very important place. Konstantinivka, Chasiv Yar, and Ivanivsky. And there is a road that we call the Circle Road. It makes a loop connecting all these towns. You take a hard left in Konstantinivka, you go through Ivanivsky, and you come into Bakhmut, and then Chasiv Yar sits here. We absolutely cannot lose that Circle Road, period. Now, you may ask, well, what oblast is that? What region is that? That's all the Donetsk Oblast. And, of course, Russia claims that that's their oblast, which it's not, and neither are any of the others, including Crimea. But this Circle Road here, when you connect Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Druzhkivka, Konstantinivka, Chasiv Yar, and then if you were even to include Bakhmut when it's ours and liberated, pretty large population in this circle. These cities basically all connect, and we really have to hold on this. But Russia is advancing, and they're advancing here in these regions actually through the work of drones. They're pushing a lot of drones out of the Bakhmut area. Klishivka, this is the railway right here that we had taken and then we lost, and Russia pushing around this side. But as we've shared with you guys, the Klishivka is gone. Gone. Every building is leveled to the ground. There's nothing to gain there other than maybe some fallen walls to hide behind. You then come down, everything's cool here. If you guys were wondering where New York is, New York City, New York is right there. New York. New York. It's in Donetsk Oblast. Avdiivka, nothing has moved. And then Novomykolaiivka, this is where Ukraine has actually pushed back. The other night, the Russian line was up here. Ukraine has pushed back on Novomykolaiivka, and they need to, because remember what I was teaching you guys, and I'll show you if you're here new, these towns and villages run along these river basins or these lines. That's why you see all these towns all on the same line. And then you get out here and you see no towns out here. Why? This is all farming, rural, massively rural, mining and farming. But all the towns are along these basins here on these tree lines. So this is very important that Ukraine has pushed back at the head here. So the other thing is, let me move this map over and then I'll check the chat. Ukraine as well. We've got good news tonight. Ukraine has taken some territory and pushed Russia back in Robitny. I remind you guys, let's do it right. This is Orikhiv. This is the city that we support. We come down. These are the guys that have pushed down into here. Robitny, we have, and Ukraine has pushed here. We need Verbovi. It looks like they may be trying to get Kopani, but we need Verbovi. That's the one they say they really need, because then that will allow them the access even this way to get Novoprokopivka. These towns are tough. And as you guys know, once you do that, this is the place. This is the place where we take Tokmak, we come down, we take Melitopol, we cut the land bridge, and we go to Crimea. We divide this war into two pieces, south and east. Okay. Is that going to happen tomorrow? Absolutely not. Is it going to happen by March? Absolutely not. But can we make impact? This is the place where we really need to make impact. And the place we have the greatest opportunity to make impact, not from me, but from Ukrainian military, like Zaluzhny. We need to hit this. And then Russia's trying to push back over here at Kryki, which is the head where Ukraine has established a position on that left bank there. Kherson shelled every day. Let me check the chat real quick, and then we'll move on. Okay, you guys are rolling. At Will Chinnery, Australian author. Hi, buddy. Welcome. Why is Belarus in blue? Belarus is a blues reserved for Ukraine. Yes, it is. Thank you. Sally Lutz, Ohio Oblast here. No towns, no lines of transportation. That's correct, Chuck. Like out in those rural areas, guys, there's no roads. I mean, Zhenya's in here tonight if he's still awake. We literally drive through fields. It's very crazy. No roads. I've been curious to how NATO feels since they are technically helping Belarus with Russia with troops and weapons. Okay, I can't answer for NATO, but I can pretty much tell you NATO right now views Belarus as a proxy zone where Russia operates freely. I remind you guys here tonight that Russia has a military plant that they've built there. They use that as a Wagner stronghold. They have used that as training grounds. They have moved nuclear weapons into Belarus, and they have used Belarusian sovereign territory to strike and invade Ukraine at different times. They're a proxy, so they're viewed the same. Kay Bell, welcome to you. So hopefully that helps there. All right, so that's the Frontline update. Now, yes, hey, we took 3 Sukhoi planes out. You say, well, man, it's 3. It's better than 2. It's better than 1. It's better than 0. Every plane we get out of the air is helpful for Ukrainian air defense. So 3 of those have been taken down. In addition to that, this week, Russia actually shot down some of their own planes. So listen, when you have a dictator like this, where is he at? So when you have a dictator like that, you can absolutely understand how they can shoot down their own planes. So it's been a good week in the air, regardless of the strikes. Kyiv was hit very hard last night with drones. Kherson is smashed every day. And the word is smashed every day with artillery and shelling. They do not have to use missiles or S-300s or launch cruises onto Kherson. They just simply shell it nonstop. So anytime we can get any air power out, it's really, really good. Now, guys, there are mobilization challenges inside Ukraine. No, we do not have any concrete answers right now. No, the Rada has not certified what will be the next situation for the mobilization. However, you will see a lot of I do not want to use the word chaos. I don't think that's the right word, but the right word is challenges. First of all, this is Rustem Umerov, the new Ukrainian defense minister for the last few months. And he has come under a lot of heat due to some statements that he made in a German interview. Now, I will defend him in this. The German magazine really misquoted him and took some things that he said really out of context in regard to mobilization, especially in the area of forced mobilization for Ukrainian men that have left the country and went abroad to other nations. You either come back and fight, or we would come after you criminally or logistically. Nations will have to deport you. And these are the conversations that were ongoing, and that was just taken completely out of context. That is not what he said. Now, even Podolyak came out today. You may ask, who is Podolyak? Podolyak is an advisor to the president office, Vladimir Zelensky. He's been there since day one of the war. He's very level-headed. He's a great communicator. I love Podolyak. Podolyak came out and said, listen, I know we have a lot of challenges in regard to mobilization, but I'm really not against us putting out the message, come home and fight for your homeland. So that's all you need to know, guys. Read between the lines. Ukraine needs troops. So what are we going to see? Mobilization up to 500,000, no question. The age 25 to 60, no question. That will be approved. As far as the other things, you're just going to continue to hear squabbles. You're going to continue to hear differences of opinions. But please do not allow the Russian propaganda to try to divide the world viewpoint and world support by saying, listen, they can't even agree on mobilization. Why are you supporting this rogue regime? Do not listen to that. That's a bunch of trash, hogwash, and Russian propaganda. Are there challenges? Yes. This nation is decimated. And I'm going to show you some video to prove that in just a few moments. Decimated. And they're still standing toe-to-toe with the second army in the world. Undersupplied, undermanned, but standing tall. So, you know what? That gets this.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Scottish Pope, that's a great comment. It's against EU human rights law to return people to a war zone, only send them back if they volunteer. I believe that is what Ukraine is desiring, that their guys will come home and fight voluntarily. You know, any words of forced and all this mess, of course, that will never happen. You guys. Putin's very insecure. Yes, he is. You're going to hear him in a second. Crushing Vanessa. I wonder if any Russian high-ups watch these channels for ideas. I don't know. All right, let's go here. Not that one, this one. Putin came out in the last 24 hours and says Russia is officially on a war economy for 2024. We're going to increase missile production. We're going to increase artillery production. We're going to increase drone production. We're going to increase military infrastructure for 2024. Where is it going to go? Do not really know yet, but it will go extremely aggressive. What else do you need to know, guys? He's already the reelected president for 2024. Slovakia will block Ukraine entry into NATO. This is not surprising because President Zelensky, I showed you on Wednesday night, came out and said it perfectly. He said, anybody that thinks our country, Ukraine, has been invited or is going into NATO during this war is delusional. I quote, Zelensky said, you're delusional. Nobody's called me to invite us to NATO. Nobody's even cracked the idea that we would join NATO. Yes, we'd love to, but you're delusional if you think that's going to happen. This prime minister here, Fico, he said, we will not agree with Ukraine's membership in NATO because this will happen. This will be the beginning of the Third World War. I believe that this will never happen, said Slovak Prime Minister Fico. And additionally, Orban talking about Zelensky. This is actually the picture where they met in South America. And Zelensky, we now know what he asked him. They were talking, remember, and we said, well, wouldn't you love to know what he said? We know what he said now. He said, eye to eye, why don't we sit down, meet, and talk about how we can work out solutions for this? That's what he said. Orban replied, I will be happy to sit down with you at any time, but what are we going to talk about? That was his answer. So is Orban and Zelensky going to sit down? No. Orban is a pro-Kremlin stooge who is also one of Donald Trump's leading world leaders. This is not my quotes. I can play the video for you. You can check it out yourself. That's, Orban, one of the greatest leaders in the world, at the same time calling him the president of Turkey. Yeah, right. So anyway, not going to happen. I'm going to leave that one alone. So we see this. This is nothing but propaganda at work. Now, I'm going to show you a piece of propaganda tonight before we get into the other stuff, and really get ready to buckle your seatbelts with the other stuff. It's going to be awesome. All right. I'm trying to think about this. Gabriel, hello from Brazil. I came here thanks to Professor Gerdes, Slava Ukraina. Thank you, Gabriel. And to that, I will say, Gerojem Slava. Back at you. Elg. Orban will be returned to reality one of these days. Yes, he will. All right. You've got to see this. So, Vladimir Putin was meeting with regional governors, military advisors. He was doing one of his big conference calls and all this stuff. This was on TV. Are you guys ready? I'm going to take you inside Russia tonight in English. He's on this conference call. It's on TV. He's talking to the leaders. How's this? How's this sector? How's this part? Oh, we need to talk about the West. The West is wanting to unfreeze Russian assets that they have seized and send them to Ukraine to fight against us. That will be a huge mistake for the West. They better not do it. They don't want to come at us like that. Okay, that's the precursor of what he's saying. So he's talking about this for a second, and then he's reminded that he's got to call this guy, this student, about being a journalist. So he excuses himself from the call because he's got to call a kid. Folks, all of this on Russian TV, painting the picture that he is the king of glory, Vladimir Putin. Here's your propaganda for the day.
It's time for them to stop fooling around and waiting for us to crumble. It has become clear to everyone that if they want to benefit from cooperation with Russia, they must take action. We are not pushing them away. However, this is their business, their decision. Let them think for themselves. What guides them? Some ephemeral considerations of destroying Russia or the interests of their own country, their people in developing relations in the world as a whole, on a modern democratic foundation of a multipolar world. Tenya Mazneva from St. Petersburg always dreamed of becoming a news anchor. I need to step out for a bit to check on things. Since all of you are in your offices, you'll have time to either wash your hands or grab a cup of coffee. I apologize and thank you for your understanding.
Hello, yes, Kshusha. Hello, is that you?
Yes, it's me.
Yes, great. Kshusha, how is your Vastankin internship going?
Everything is super. I really liked it. I gained a lot of experience and overall I'm very happy.
Yes, I understand that you might want to become a journalist later, right?
Yes, I want to become a journalist in the future.
This is practically your first internship. That's great. Which grade are you in now?
I'm in 7th grade. I think I study well, getting mostly good and excellent marks, so I have every chance of getting into a prestigious educational institution, especially since I'm already starting to learn profession.
Journalism is a very important field for anyone. So, what attracts you here?
What attracts me the most is the work itself with people on television to provide important information. This is a very crucial field indeed.
It's important to do it truthfully, honestly, openly, transparently, so that the people for whom you work are truly informed about the events taking place and can make their own evaluations based on that truthful information. This is very important. Ksyusha, I wish you all the best in your studies and realizing your plans and dreams. I am sure that...
But guys, you have to understand, that is exactly what the Russian people are shown. That's Zarubin. That's his personal guy running around filming all that. It is no different than Goebbels filming Adolf Hitler. It's Zarubin filming Vladimir Putin. That's what we're seeing. And it's all a picture. Did you hear even the topic? Excuse me, everybody, go get a cup of coffee. I've got to make a phone call. And then the next thing you see, hey, Susha, how you doing? And the smiling. Guys, this is all for show. 100%. And the problem is, half the world will fall for this trash, if not more. Well, look how wonderful he is. What other president would call some kid at home in front of their smiling parents and the baby in the arms and talk about journalism? How do you know it's a lie? Because his mouth was moving. And secondly, he said, journalism is so important, and I quote, "It's important that we share truth, honesty, openness, and transparency." Here's the truth. You are an evil dictator. Honestly, I'll tell you that you are an evil dictator and a murderer. I'm openly telling you that you are a dictator and a murderer. And transparently, you are a dictator and a murderer who's trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes in the world. So that's where we're at on that. There's your propaganda for the day. Madness. But please understand, notice as a kid in front of smiling parents, blasted on TV for 140 million Russians to watch. This is what they do every day. I'll teach you a Russian phrase right now. Каждый день. Каждый день. Every day. Pound, 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 pound. And this is what you see. All right, guys, we're going to get to this now because you're here, you're new. You have no idea who I am. You found out about me through Professor Gerardis or Rick the Ukrainian or Johnny over at ATP Geopolitical. And all I can say is thank you. We got 117 concurrent viewers right now. It's awesome. So all I can do is say thank you. So you have no idea, really. You're feeling us out. You're learning. Here's the deal. I've worked in Ukraine for 26 years. I've worked in Russia for 30. I speak Russian very well. Ukrainian, I'm working on. We've been supporting this war from day one through our church and our organization and our small, at that time and this time, but we're growing YouTube community. We have raised nearly $250,000 in aid and taken it to the front personally. We deliver hand to hand. So tonight, for the rest of the show, and I'll be watching the rest of the update, you're going to learn who we are, what we do, and all I can say is thank you. We're going to start with this. You see here the name of the stream tonight, Ukraine, an inside look. To the right, you see a guy holding a flag. Who is that guy? That guy is my partner on the ground there. His name is Yevgeny Matsutsa. Yevgen Matsutsa. His nick or short would be Zhenya. When you personally know him, you call him Zheka. Okay, so you all can call him Zheka. We work together. He's the boots on the ground. He is the president of our NGO, non-governmental organization there. It's called Napram, which means direction. Full Ukrainian charity fund. We roll this stuff, okay? Now, King Raccoon, I see that there. Thank you for that, my friend. And yes, it all goes to Ukraine. All of you guys here from Professor Gerardis. Yeah, this is beautiful, the synergy. Okay, so there's Zhenya. You see him holding a flag. Now, over the last 10 days, we've really started to take off. Just out of the blue. And actually, I have to give King Raccoon props because he started it one night and everything changed. Yeah, we've raised tons of money and every bit of it, every penny goes. If you guys give super chats or you go to the link and you give, every penny goes, period. And I don't take any zero. We give every dime plus more. So King Raccoon started this thing. Let's buy a drone. We had a frontline soldier coming in and Jania talking about drones. We bought 2 drones. Well, now we've bought 3 drones. And then Jania sent a message, says, man, the guy that repairs our vehicle that we take to the front lines, a Nissan Navara, same thing soldiers drive in. He says, man, the guy will not take a penny from us. And I want to give him money. And the guy says, no, you are serving our country. You're risking your lives. That crazy American comes over here and y'all go straight to the front lines. I will fix your vehicle for free. That's my service to taking care of my country. You guys go, I'll fix your vehicle. Zhenya pressured me. I said, no, we got to get him something. So finally, we broke him. He says, I will take no money, but I have a soldier on the front line that needs a specific scope. Is there any way you guys could find that? You mean this one? Listen, this is what I mean exactly. Vector Optics. Who has bought this? All you guys on the stream with your giving. It's here. It is loaded and ready to go to Ukraine. So I will be leaving for Ukraine January the 2nd. We'll be there through March the 13th, running aid, streaming every day from Ukraine. Now, you're going to see the garage now, and you're going to see that flag right there. So here you go. You're going to learn about the real Ukraine and inside look. All right, we're up in the garage here, making sure everything's ready with our van before headed east. This is our friend under there. Slava Ukraine. Get one, Slava. And he asked me to sign the flag while we're here. So we've got it on Zhenya's back, and I signed it for everybody here. So there you have Slava Ukraini.
It's for unit who is fighting. It's their flag.
It's for their flag.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this going for?
That's a model for the unit
For the unit fighting?
Yes.
Okay. So Slava Ukraini, USA, and the world, because I know we have lots of international viewers and friends, is with you. And I dated it and signed it. So we've done it. That's an awesome honor, and I'm honored to sign it for all of us.
And they're fighting with this flag.
Yes.
Frontline. It's a battle flag.
We're getting it done, buddy. Awesome right there. Now, how do we work? How do we connect with all these soldiers? How do we connect with all this stuff? Zhenya has sent in a video showing how we work. Here he is.
Dear friends, this is how it works. When we making a trips to the east, to the front lines and the back, during that time on the stops, gas stations, other places, talking with the soldiers, military guys, we're giving out our contact phone numbers and information that, hey guys, if you need anything and we can help you, reach us out. So, and yes, we have plans, we doing it and we going according our plans, but guys having our contacts and they share it information. Sometimes it's between the relatives. And this is the short example, one of the latest. We get the message, here's the message from the woman, I don't know, and she originally from Vinnytsia. Her husband, she shared that her husband is fighting on the war, and somebody gave her information from other city that these guys are helping. So then I did contact her, I found out what can we do practically to help, and not comments on that, but as a fact, it was 12 guys, 13 guys with let's say their med kids were terrible, and one of the guy requested to help him and a little bit for his unit. We had just only few Cat 7 tourniquets, the real one, genuine one tourniquets, which can really help in a critical situation. And we did help. We sent it, provided the tracking number. We paid this, and then we got a picture of that guy who got one set there. And we already after that we build the next plans how to visit him, maybe on some point his unit, and to help much more. But this is a good example how it works, and this is what I wanted to share. So welcome. No, not not all. And so all the tourniquets, everything you're buying on Amazon or other places, we getting here and then we transport it and we're giving hand to hands. I don't know what kind of things you hear about Ukraine and supply and corruption and everything. We move it aside. We help hands to hands, from us to soldiers, from the people who wants to help straight to soldiers, to their units. So because we want to have it maximum effectively, I mean the help.
And there you have it, guys. So that's Zhenya. Now you know him. This is how we function. It's hand to hand. It's all personal. Hang on, you're going to hear more. Now, we deliver a lot of trench candles to the front lines. I want you to see that. Zhenya sent this in. This is unbelievable right here, guys. Here you go. Reality.
We call it candles for trenches. For soldiers in the bunkers, it's cold. It gives warmth, helps to heat up the food. So we got this task from school, and before involving kids, we did show why it's important, and we decided to make a first sample to demonstrate. And then after that they started to collect the special hard paper and the other stuff they can prepare at home, and then they later bringing to schools the kids. So you can see the process and from the beginning, and so it was not just fun, they experienced. So then in the end we decided to test it. You see the test. We were talking about the soldiers in trenches, and one more test I involved kids. Please check how strong this fire. A lot of families in Ukraine are involved in helping army different ways. It helps to understand and to feel much more. After all, we restored, and this is the sample. There is different kinds.
Oh my goodness. How incredible was that? And yes, that's Zhenya's kids making trench candles. They go straight to the front. We hand deliver them. You guys, you're buying all this stuff. It's just incredible. I saw that super chat in here from Prepper. Okay, this is awesome. Donating because you mentioned my grandpa's birthday, March the 13th, and his name was Eugene, which is the English version of Yevgeny. So Merry Christmas, Zhenya, and Slava Ukraini. Prepper Nation, thank you, brother. Going straight to Ukraine. All right, now let's get back to this. Trench candles, Christmas kids. You guys were giving money like crazy the other night for the Christmas Kids program. You're going to see now what we do. I was mistaken. It's not 300 kids. It's 1,000 kids. We go straight to the front lines and we do Christmas programs for refugee kids and for kids who have lost their parents as soldiers in the war, which are thousands upon thousands, orphans, war orphans, and we give them a Christmas. We buy gifts. Larry and Debbie Menninger, major supporters of this. They sent a video in. Guys, this is the kids' Christmas right here.
Hello, this is Larry and Debbie.
Hello to all you who are on the podcast and streaming every week. We really enjoy interacting with you and seeing the response that you give to our need.
Yes, we just want to say thank you for all that you're doing for the War Children's Christmas program. I noticed that Greg said something about 300 kids. That's only in one location. Last year, Zhenya did 3 or 4 locations. They had over 900. But this year, he said he's expecting 11 to 1,300 kids. The need is tremendous. So thank you for helping us give these kids a little joy and peace in the midst of all their bombing and destruction and loss of loved ones. Thank you very much.
And we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, we do. Merry Christmas.
This is a sample of what we do. We take a full program. Of course, no heat in there. Very cold.
Pretty good program in a war zone.
Yeah.
We sometimes hear something.
Yeah, I know it. Shells are going off and we're partying.
Не був готовий і не записав thank you. Розумієте? Ну заснув. Ти спав?
Готов.
Давайте. Раз, два, три. Thank you і помашемо. Раз, два, три. Ні, раз, два, три.
Okay, and how about one Slava Ukraina?
Слава Україна.
No, я буду.
Рівс там скаже.
І ответ.
А ви відповідаєте.
І будемо ответ.
І так.
Готова?
Я готовий.
Готовий?
Я готовий.
Хорошо, я готов. Слава Україна! That will absolutely tell you the truth right there. Professor Gerardus in the house tonight. Don't tell them what, but tell them about a surprise in the works. There is a surprise in the works, and we're connecting here with Dr. Gerardus. Oh, and by the way, Professor Gerardus, people in here in the chat tonight have been subscribing to your channel that they didn't know about you. So it's awesome. We're going to be... You just have to wait and see, but be ready to participate. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So thank you. So that's the Christmas kids. Now, what else are we doing? Hand to hand. Period. Everything that is given might be a rifle scope, might be Cat 7 tourniquets, not the Chinese ones, not the fake ones on Amazon. These are the real babies. They are given hand to hand. I'm going to take this patch and put it right on Fish's uniform. Only hand to hand. This is what we do. This is how we do it. Here you go.
Yeah.
Is it going to keep you warm?
Yep. And we will make a food.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
В общем, да, це я тут зараз це запишу. Це такий
Go
дуже окей. This is the diesel heating like generator.
Uh-huh.
And this goes from Bill Schwartzman
Yeah.
and all
The guys in
the
Belgium?
people, guys in Belgium. So thank you. Today we're giving it to the unit.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Kramatorsk, but it goes to a very important position.
Very important position.
I cannot open
Say
it.
where,
That's it.
but it's going to important position.
And this is Kramatorsk.
Yes.
Значить, в мене буде особисте прохання.
Там нахер спальник заліз десь.
Я з спальника не вилажу.
Night drop.
Ні, я це все вам відгружаю.
This guy's right here is
Що, давай ще в доходку
night
зробимо.
drops.
Давай.
Extremely close
Everything
to
good?
Bakhmut.
Yeah, everything is perfect.
Everything's good.
We are on a mission.
We are on a mission. Getting the night drops. Good dark video here.
Yes.
I can show you the moon. How about the moon? There we go.
2-3, нормально?
Getting it done, boys. Getting it done. Thank you to everybody. That's hand to hand. Hand to hand. You guys have made this happen from all over the world. Thank you.
Хмельницький мовчить чи що?
There you have it, hand to hand. Now, we also value our lives. I have no desire to die in Ukraine, nor do I plan to. We work only with military, period. Now, we help civilians. We take civilians out. We'll feed villages that had no food, all of that. But even if we're doing that, we only do it in cooperation with military. We go as secure as possible, literally. And, you know, sometimes we're traveling and having fun, like on the radios, messing with Russians.
1,000 feet, soaring at 44 kilometers per hour. Sit back, buckle your seatbelts, enjoy the ride.
Yeah, speaking English, have fun. I'll tell them the Americans are here. We're coming for you. We drop random gifts. We carry gifts just to drop them. This is in a little village. Man and his wife and his kids. And we had some extra Christmas gifts. And Zhenia's filming me out the window. And another guy with us is filming. We just want to help people, guys. It's horrible there. And you're going to see it in just a second. It's a mama. 2 small children. The man had a chainsaw to go cut some firewood to try to keep warm. We stopped and gave them some Christmas presents. I was complimenting him on his saw. That's real Ukraine right there, guys. You guys all make that happen. We couldn't do it without you. You guys hear all the time about Starokonstantinov, the air base that is always targeted, struck with missiles, drones, whatever. This is our partner in Starcon. So when we come on here on a normal stream and I'm giving you the updates and I may say something like, okay, Starokonstantinov was just hit with a missile. And it's not in the news anywhere. How can I tell you that? Because my friends live there. I know. We know. Sorry. So here's Sergey, our partner in Starcon. Here we are in Starokonstantinov, Ukraine, and we've had to call in some reinforcements. This is our partner and dear friend Sergey. You've seen him, and he'll be going with us to Kherson next week. Lublю вас. Love you. Slava Ukraini.
Героям слава.
І слава Богу. In the middle of a war, smiling, laughing, and saying, we're going to Kherson next week. This is what you do, man. How about Frontline? You guys help pay for this. Starlink. Well, this is where I will be bunking for the night. Probably about 50 degrees in this house. But we'll be okay. She's warm. And we do have light, electricity. So what you can see is we're charging everything. Because you never know when you'll lose it. And I come over here and it'll come back in a second. Over here we've got 3 guys staying. Добре.
Hello.
Hey. Don't worry.
Be happy.
Sleeping in a hoodie. So there's some things saving our bacon tonight. Yeah? It's chilly in here.
Yeah.
It's chilly, but we've got power.
Yes.
So what do we have here?
Power banks, radio stations, everything.
So when we have electricity, we charge everything.
Yeah. This is the way we do it. Yeah.
And the only way we're able to get this out tonight is...
It's in the corridor. You can take a video.
Where's it at?
It's in the corridor, the router right here.
Yeah, so...
You want to see the other part?
Yeah, I'll go outside. Where's it at?
Yeah, it's outside.
Here's our router. Guys, this is right on the front. It was a little crazy here. I need a light.
It's here.
Okay.
Okay.
So our router's here.
Yeah, and if you go there,
We've
you
got-
want to see the...
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy moly, it's cold out here. You're seeing inside a
Ignore that weapon in the corner.
Ukrainian
Ignore
village house. Old doors, cold. Svet.
Yeah.
You have light? Where do we got it set up at?
There.
Holy moly. Come on. Look, our cable's running on the ground.
You're seeing real Ukraine here, guys.
I'll stop here. There's our Starlink right there. Awesome. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, is that awesome or what?
Awesome. Yeah.
So there you have it. That's how we do it. And, you know, even a lot of you that have been around here a long time, you probably have never seen any of this stuff. This is what you support for all 667 days. Now, okay, I hope to make it through this one, and we're going to go a few more minutes tonight. I try to keep it to an hour typically, but listen, and by the way, let me do this. I saw you guys with the super chats in here. K-Bell, thank you. King Raccoon is awesome. Yes, Chuck, it is incredible. So let me answer the blockade. Okay. I see all of your questions there. Let me tell you, instead of putting them all up here, the blockade is back in action. The Prime Minister was unable to completely free it. He did temporarily, Donald Tusk, and then the courts overruled it in Poland, and it is back on. I saw the question there. If it's blockaded and there are thousands of trucks blocked, does that stop aid or military getting through? And the answer is absolutely 100% yes. I can tell you right now, 100%, there are military drone parts sitting in a truck stuck. There is humanitarian aid sitting in a truck stuck. It's real, and it's really a problem. They have tried to cross some aid in through trucks via rail, but you guys, maybe you know this, maybe you do not. Ukrainian and European rail lines are different gauges. You cannot just take a train and roll across the border. They have to put like a modification system on it, or you stop and you change trains. So they were able to bring 20, 30 trucks across the border at a time doing that. But it's a massive undertaking. At the peak, 11,000 trucks stuck at the border. People are dying there. Truck drivers. There's been 3 deaths sitting at the border. So it's a serious problem, major. Now, let's go all the way to the Bakhmut Field Hospital. Guys, here you go. I hope to be able to return on this one. You know, we've had some smiles. You see us having fun there. And yes, you know, that Starlink saves our bacon. But this is tough. Hey guys, we've been given really a blessing right now because we are actually in the East. We're in a field hospital here. And these guys are taking care of everybody.
All of these
lines with delivering all this aid.
all that here.
But I'm here with Sasha. He's got a great team here. This is our second trip to this field hospital, and they are requesting.
We are requesting this hemostatic dressing for treatment our soldiers on the battlefield.
So, yeah, go ahead. So this is the number one request. This is not coming from some other organization or whatever. We're right here. In fact, you don't know where I'm at. So outside this door right behind me are soldiers being treated right now by this awesome team. So this is the number one request. So let's see if we can get some bulk.
Yes, all like this. Quick clot combat gauze.
Quick clot combat gauze.
Quick clot combat gauze.
Okay. Well, Sasha, we're going to do our very best to get more here.
Thank you very much.
And not only that,
that's all we need now.
We'll bring them right to you. You hear that? That's what we need. So, folks, thank you. We'll have links in the description. Everything. We need a special push to get these here. It's tough out here. So, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
I slava Ukraina.
Героям слава.
Just a fantastic experience right there. Being able to... It'll mess you up, man. There was a lot of sick and wounded in that hospital, and that will mess you up. but it's a joy beyond description to be able to help people. And then the soldiers that are sick and wounded say thank you. That'll mess you up. Let's go deeper. I told you that's a tough one. I can still see the soldiers wounded, hobbling. This is why nobody can ever, it doesn't have anything to do with working there. 26 years. I've seen it. And, yeah. By the way, you saw getting into the back seat there, a soldier, right? Told you, I don't go anywhere without the boys. And yes, he was locked and loaded. Now, let's finish up with a couple of things here. Reality. Guys, here it is. You want to see Donbass? You want to see what Russia has done and why we do this? Here you go. Had to stop here for one more second as we're coming out of his Zoom. We're up high on a hill here, and ground completely frozen. Oh my goodness, what a view. Yeah, this was a position, of course. But here you go, guys. You want to see Donbass? This is Donbass. That's a zone. Frozen river. Oh my. Huge territory. Okay. We continue south. Maybe that helps you understand a little bit better why it's difficult to move the lines. Maybe that helped you see the elevation changes. That's Donbass. Rotor Max, Merry Christmas, folks. Great job. Thank you for that. Going straight. Skeg, I'll find that video and show it. Yeah, that was crazy. We're running from the incoming. Sally Luz, or Luz. Pray for Ukraine. I shared this live stream with the Discords I'm on. I suggest you all share this stream with your friends and relatives. More people need to find Greg. I appreciate that really much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Roy Chavers, I agree with you completely. It's not a sign of strength. It's a sign of weakness. All of our veterans in here congratulating each other and thanking each other. It's the beauty of this, man. All right, now, how dangerous is it? Here. Just leaving that power plant on the way to Balaklia. This sign says, mines do not leave the road. Of course, we will not. We come around the curve and we realize that we're entering the line right where the occupation was. Just absolutely destroyed. Do you remember how many times I've told you that you can drive through Donbass, whether it be starting in Kharkiv, okay? And let me do this because a lot of folks may just not know. We're all a lot of new here. So let me just show you on the map real quick. And yeah, we're just go a little longer tonight. This is just awesome. Let's go to this. Let's go to blue. Here's Kharkiv. Here, we'll go purple. That's fine. Here's Kharkiv. And the road comes down Chiriguev, or you can come Zmiv, Balaklia. That's what you were just seeing. Then you come down into Izum. You can go over towards Liman, or you come into Kramatorsk. You can also go take the Kupiansk road over through Shevchenkovy, and then you can cut back down this way. Either way, you're coming into Kramatorsk, Druzhkova, Konstantivka, Bakhmut, you run around Mirgorod, and you keep on down. That's how you run Donbass. So those lines right there, I'm getting ready to show you video on these lines. And I'm just going to show you tonight a couple of samples. But please hear me. Every village, every town, and every city, whether Russia occupies it or Ukraine has taken it back through counteroffensive, this is what they look like. Everyone. Here's the first one. Mines. The thing is, this entire place is completely destroyed.
On the left side as well.
And the left side.
It's everywhere. It says people.
Let's go slow a second. Doesn't need any commentary. This is apocalyptic. We're not in a city. This is just a little village. What you're seeing on the right side is exactly the same on the left. Hundreds of kilometers all look the same. Outside Izum is right in the heart of Donbass. Coming up on this village outside of Izum, and there is no village.
Kamenka.
It was. All the trees are sheared. Yeah. Tank. There's your blown up tank. Somebody was asking. Ukrainian flag stands. I'm going to show you one last one before I do that. Stephen Phelps, thank you for that super chat. Christmas in Ukraine. It'll go right to the kids, buddy. Susie Q, thank you. Going straight to Ukraine. I'm going to take you inside. So I've shown you villages. I've shown you roadways. Now I'm going to show you a big city. Zoom. GoPro, start recording. Zoom. It's zoom.
Man. Look at the right.
It's zoom. Guys, it's systematic destruction. It's scorched earth. Mitch Ashdown, thank you for that. Straight to Ukraine. It's unbelievable. You guys are right. Every home destroyed is a family's memory. It's nonstop. Roman Lopez, I'll answer that question for you, buddy. I'm curious of, it'll pop through on my controller here in just a second. I'll pop it up there. I'm curious of how the Ukrainian economy is, like price of gas and foods. I actually have a graphic on that just released a couple days ago. Fuel is up and some foods are up and some foods are down. Breads are up, grains are up. Of course, hello, breads and grains. But eggs went down, milk went down, but electricity went crazy up. Gas, crazy up. So, to answer in a nutshell, how's the economy? It's tough. It's real tough. Now, okay. How many lifetimes to build all that is destroyed? Mitch? Well, first of all, I can tell you this. Russia will never rebuild it. They will leave it as monuments to their terror. So we have to win. I guess we could look at it as World War II. That's the comparison. Germany's rebuilt. Germany's beautiful. That's what Germany looked like after the Allies bombed it. So it's terrible. All right, guys. Now I'm going to break two last things. The first one is that the first one I'm going to break is that all the old people are pro-Putin. And it's not true. So tonight, guys, you will see this guy live with me here in a few weeks when I'm in Ukraine. This is Pavel Ivanovich. Pavel Ivanovich is a veteran of the Red Army. He was in Stalin's army. He is not pro-Russia. He is pro-Ukraine. He is a Bandera. He wants to go fight. He's 93 years old. Pavel Ivanovich. Here I am coming in. Let me destroy the myth of the old people supporting, even the ones that were in the Red Army.
Let's go.
Pavel Ivanovich. Slava Ukraina.
Героям слава!
Героям слава! Bandera. Oh, Bandera. Let's go. Let's go. I'm very glad to see you again, my dear friend. I'm glad to see you too, buddy. My friend.
92 years old, Soviet Red Army, Stalin's army. This man knows. До перемоги.
Until the victory.
До перемоги. До перемоги.
Нет проблем.
It's not going to be a problem. We're going to have victory.
Ззаді ще вони волочаться, ті москалі.
We know exactly what we're doing. Everything's going to be okay. We're thinking right. We're going to win this war. Listen, they are dirty people up there. Those Russians are dirty people. We're going to smash them. I have a gift for you. You brought me a gift. Thank you. There you go, guys. So we destroyed that argument. Now, last thing for tonight. And thank you, guys. Just been awesome. Stand with Ukraine. Here with us, we support the military. Wide open. This is Fish. You will see Fish all the time. He is a sniper for the Ukrainian army. He doesn't want his face ever blocked, blurred out, put on a cover. He says, I'm fighting Russia and you can know exactly who I'm at or who I am. Maybe not where I'm at, but who I am. I'm Fish and I'm fighting for my country and my family. So here is the epic Fish finish.
If I would be a Grek, you would hear Privyet Bratushki, but because my call name Fish and I'm Ukrainian, I would say glory to Ukraine, glory to heroes, and praise God for each and every one of you. I'm a part of this team, this growing community on YouTube with Greg and Yevgen. Big thanks that you support me. You're supporting our army with different ways. You're supporting all our country, Ukraine. Our fight these days for the freedom, for our... So politics would say that fight for the borders. We say that we fight for our homes and the families and the relatives and for the truth today. And we, as the warriors here on the front line, fighting different ways. And thank you for support one more time. And I was reading the comments and heard, and I was surprised pleasantly that not only politics on their level negotiating the way how to help our country, but you are the human. We are on a simple level. You're supporting, and we're looking for the ways to help. So thank you for that. You see, here's my girls, Galia, after my wife's name, and Evelyn, after my daughter's name. They like candies. So Galia, she's adult. She likes this kind of candies, and Evelyn, she likes this sort of candies. So I know that a lot of people starting to donate for this kind of sweets, very specific candies. Our confectionery doesn't produce this kind, and you do, your does. So big thanks for that kind of support as well. Here's the heart for you. If it's needed, as a sign of thanks, I can do a push-ups, even live. We can even make a special time. I will go live for that. So thanks. And I want to say one of my main and his main weapon. It's a Bible, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support and help. Thank you with love.
Слава Україні!
There you have it, guys. Now you know Fish. Fish will be here all the time telling you the truth. Let me get these super chats and tell you thank you, and you guys have a great weekend. $20 from Tuco. Greg, my small contribution for the kids. More coming later for the troops. Thank you very much. It will go there. Michael Tuchonik. Just Amazoned you some chest seals, tourniquets, solar charger, hand warmers, something else too. I couldn't choose, so I sprayed and prayed. Old vet on disability, so only a little as I donate toward drones too. Listen, old vet on a disability, you know the truth, see? You know the truth. Yes, Fish is putting out the push-up challenge, and listen, we will do it live with him from Ukraine. Guys, you are awesome. We love you guys. And yeah, what else can we say other than thank you? This has been an awesome night. For all of you new guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully now you have a much better understanding of what we do and what you're now a part of. So thank you. God bless you guys. And now I know Monday is Christmas Day, so I may move the stream to Tuesday night. But we're working on a surprise. So I saw the question earlier from our moderator, JDO. Well, we don't need to know what the surprise is, but when is it? Next week. Surprise. A Gertis Greg compilation. Genia, we got something cooking. But so on Monday, it's Christmas Day here in the United States and around the world. You guys celebrate with your family. And I'll be here for sure Tuesday night on a special stream, 9 o'clock Eastern. Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern. Friday night, 9 o'clock Eastern next week. Maybe Monday on something. Additionally, anything goes sideways, we always come on here live or do something special. And we are now, it's Friday. Yeah. 2 weeks from today, guys, I'll have been in Ukraine for 48 hours. We'll be streaming from Ukraine. So you're here at the right time. You guys be blessed. Have a good night. Thank you. Tell somebody else. Have a good night.
Слава Україні!